Mission: Impossible, the final reckoning, Jim Phelps' legacy revealed. Get ready for a surprising twist that ties the latest Mission: Impossible film back to the show's roots in a way you might never have expected. With the final reckoning hitting screens, it's not just about high-octane stunts and espionage, it's about finally giving a long-overdue nod to a beloved character from the original series. Ever since geek culture took over the world, studios have been walking a tightrope, trying to respect classic franchises while keeping fans happy. Sometimes, that means sticking closely to what fans love, but other times, it leads to copy-paste remakes that miss the heart of the originals. And let's face it, actively insulting a cherished TV show with a new movie seems almost unthinkable these days. But back in the 90s, things were a lot different. When Brian De Palma directed the 1996 blockbuster adaptation of the Mission: Impossible TV series, it shook things up, recasting the iconic Jim Phelps, originally played by Peter Graves, as the villain, played by Jon Voight. The film was a huge success, earning over $450 million worldwide. Yet, this bold choice didn't sit well with everyone. Fans and even original cast members felt betrayed, and the reimagining of Phelps into a selfish traitor was a game-changing move that sparked controversy. Fast forward to today, and those old wounds are gradually healing. The series has crafted its own legendary saga. Tom Cruise's Ethan Hunt now dominates headlines with jaw-dropping stunts and daring missions. But despite the modern blockbuster swagger, the filmmakers haven't forgotten where it all began or the complex character of Jim Phelps. And here's where it gets fascinating. In this month's The Final Reckoning, fans are treated to a surprising and emotionally rich revelation. Enter Jasper Briggs, played by Shea Whigham, a character who at first seems to be just another side player with a grudge. But the story takes a deep dive by connecting Briggs to Jim Phelps himself, revealing that he's actually Phelps' son. That's right. Briggs is the offspring of the original IMF leader, and his initial suspicion of Ethan Hunt is not just about mistrust of Hunt but rooted in family history. This revelation adds layers to the story. Briggs' anger and distrust stem from his desire to honor his family's name and from resentment toward Hunt, who is partly responsible for his father's fall from grace. It's a nuanced portrayal that echoes the ongoing theme in the series, the suspicion and doubt surrounding Ethan Hunt, often seen as a rogue or double agent, echoing the doubts cast on him in the original TV series. The emotional scene where Briggs confronts Hunt is especially powerful because it's not just a fight. It's about legacy, trust, and redemption. The filmmakers wisely avoid turning Briggs into a villain. Instead, they show him as a man caught between loyalty and morality, trying to do right by his family's reputation. While Ethan Hunt and most of his team emerge victorious in the final reckoning, the film's true victory is about trust, rebuilding the bonds of loyalty that were fractured by betrayal and deception. This ending beautifully ties the threads between the original TV series and the current films, finally showing respect to Jim Phelps, who, through Briggs, is finally acknowledged not as a villain but as a hero. So, after decades of doubts and controversies, Mission: Impossible comes full circle. It proves that even in a world filled with lies and secret agendas, truth and trust can still be restored. And in the end, the legacy of Jim Phelps is finally honored, bringing the story back home, where it always belonged.